alihi wa sahbihi wa min wala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all of you, dear brothers and sisters. I pray you and your families are all well. We're very honored and pleased to see you all joining us in our final lecture for this year. Uh, Speaking about the Gregorian calendar, obviously, this year. And we're very pleased to finalize our international lecture series for the year our 2025 with a Futuwwah topic indeed. So, just to introduce the concept of Futuwwah, and we will briefly just speak about it before we introduce our beloved brother Mohammed, who will do the lecture today, speaking about Futuwwah within the Palestinian context. From the behalf of ISIP, the International Students of Islamic Psychology, and the Futuwwah Academy of Sacred Manhood and Sacred Womanhood, we want to welcome you all, dear brothers and sisters, for joining us today. My name is Sayyid Jamiluddin Miri. I am one of the co-founders and executive director of ISIP and Futuwwah Academy. And the International Lecture Series is something that we have done for over 4 years. We try to host different scholars and practitioners of Islamic psychology and Futuwwah throughout the years, giving us sacred knowledge indeed. Our next lecture will be the second Saturday of the month in January, and we will inform more about our next lecture through our social media platforms, inshallah. I want to thank Sister Nadira, Sister Tri, Sister Dania, Sister Mediha, Sister Fatima, rest of our team for organizing our international lecture series and doing all the back ends. Before we start, please do rename yourself in the Zoom chat, dear participants. It's always nice to see which countries we represent, so you can add the country of origin. And feel free to use the Zoom chat throughout the whole session. If you have any questions to our beloved lecturer, Brother Muhammad, feel free to address them in the Zoom chat. We will have a Q&A section in the end of this session where you guys can ask your questions, inshallah ta'ala. Bismillah. So today's lecture, brothers and sisters, will be about Muslim youth in Palestine, Futuwwah as a path of formation and change, together with Brother Mohammed Sherbini, who resides in Nablus, Palestine. For all of you who might not know what Futuwwah is or means, definitely Brother Muhammad will discuss that more thoroughly with us. Futuwwah is a noble character. It's kind of like part of our literature tradition within Islamic thought, where our traditional scholars try to create manuscripts on how to give tarbiyah to the young male and the young female to become sacred men and sacred women. In this day and age where we see a lot of issues with masculine and feminine formation, and we also see issues on holistic approach grounded in Quran and Sunnah with regards to masculinity and femininity. We also see issues in how to speak about healthy masculinity and femininity. What is the psychology of masculinity and femininity beyond the reductionistic and secular worldviews? I think Futuwwah is the solution to address with a lot of issues we're seeing with regards to how to embody sacred manhood and sacred womanhood, and also how to embrace healthy and sacred masculine and feminine formation. The ISIP, the International Students of Islamic Psychology, has for about 2 years established the Futuwwah Academy of Sacred Manhood and Sacred Womanhood, and we invite you all, dear excellent brothers and sisters and colleagues, to join our ambition to establish local Futuwwah guilds through our Futuwwah academies around the world. Our aim is to build curriculums and processes and projects that could help through rites of passages and holistic education to build sacred and healthy communities where we all can embody our gender disposition in a healthy and sacred way. As we always say in Futuwwah Academy, to be a male or a female is a biological disposition, but to become a man and woman is a refinement of the biological disposition, and the refinement comes through character development and refining yourself, according to the Futuwwah tradition. So this is something that we will embrace. Also, in the 28th of March, we will start our second Futuwwah study circle. We're going to read the book of Dr. Recep Şentürk, one of the leading scholars of Futuwwah in this contemporary era. And the book is called Futuwwah, and he will be our opening speaker as well. More information about all the Futuwwah Academy initiatives, how you guys can join Futuwwah Academy and ISIP, the International Students of Islamic Psychology, how you guys can establish local Futuwwah Academies or local ISIP chapters where you live. You guys can reach out to us through our WhatsApp groups or our email addresses. And all these resources will be shared in our Zoom chat throughout the session, inshallah. All right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today's lecture will be about Futuwwah. We just briefly want to also present ISIP. Our mission as ISIP is to represent an inclusive space designed to connect people with diverse backgrounds interested in the field of Islamic psychology. And our aim is to disseminate knowledge and share resources and discuss best practices in a free and accessible manner. We also try to be a platform that enables further development of people's personal and professional interest, studies, and understanding of Islamic psychology within their communities and countries of origin. The way that you guys can help our movement to grow and to join the movement is by joining our WhatsApp groups. Our beloved sister Tree, she will share the resources of both the ISIP WhatsApp groups and the Futuwwah Academy WhatsApp groups in the Zoom chat. You can also look at our website at www.isip.foundation, where you can see how you can become a member of our movement as well. You can subscribe our YouTube channel. This lecture with Dr. Mohammed will be uploaded within a couple of days. And you can follow us on our different social media handles as well. This is a QR code to our Islamic Psychology WhatsApp group that you can utilize, and also to our Futuwwah Academy WhatsApp group as well. But these links, dear brothers and sisters, will be shared in the Zoom chat throughout the session as well, inshallah. Without any further ado, I want to introduce now our main speaker for today, and we're very honored to host Dr. Mohammed. Dr. Mohammed Sherbini is head of the Futuwwah Academy Palestine. He has a PhD in social sciences, and he's also the director of the Muslim Youth Forum in Nablus, Palestine. His work focuses on religious education, youth formation, and the development of ethical leadership within the contemporary context. His research interests span both contemporary and classical Islamic thought, with particular attention to questions of moral formation, futuwwah, and the role of faith-based education in preparing young people to become responsible agents of social change. He combines academic research with practical educational work, especially in the field of youth development. All right, dear brothers and sisters, and let me stop sharing my screen. Without any further ado, we would love to welcome you, Dr. Mohammed. And after your talk, we will have time for Q&As. And we would love to also speak about our plans for the Futuwwah Academy Palestine and how our beloved participants can support the plans that we have, inshallah, under the excellent leadership of Dr. Mohammed. Without any further ado, the floor is yours, Dr. Mohammed. Bismillah. Welcome to the lecture.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you, Brother Jamaluddin, for introducing me. Give me 1 second, please, to share my screen. This is good, inshallah. Let's see.
It looks amazing, brother. Please go ahead, doctor.
Inshallah. Hold on. So thank you, Barakallahu Feek. When we speak about Muslim youth in Palestine, we are just not only speaking about a political reality or a humanitarian crisis. We are speaking about young men and women who are growing up under constant pressure on their bodies, their minds, their faith, and their sense of purpose. In this context, Futuwwah is not just a slogan, it's not a nostalgia. It's something more practical, more necessary. In Palestine, Futuwwah becomes a path of formation, a way of shape character, discipline emotions, ground faith, and turn pain into responsibility. And it is also becomes a path of change, not change driven by anger or chaos, but change rooted in service, ethics, and spiritual strength. Today, I will share with you how we, through the Muslim Youth Forum, are trying to translate Futuwwah into a lived experience for Palestinian youth, with its successes, its limits, and its lessons for all of us. But before I speak about youth formation in Palestine, let me briefly introduce you the space from which this work emerged. So the Muslim Youth Forum did not begin as an institution or a registered research center. For years, our work started in mosques, long time before we became as a registered research center, teaching young people in mosques, accompanying them, and trying to activate their role in da'wah. Eventually, in order to develop the structure of work and to have an official recognition that can protect the whole work, we established MYF as a research-based youth initiative in Palestine. We then restored a small abandoned building in the old city. You can see it in the left of the screen. This was like a kind of a ruin, a place that has been damaged by time and neglect. We rebuilt it slowly and with very limited resources into a simple and meaningful space. A small hall, the first one in the right, while second floor has a prayer and study area, a musalla, you can say. Then the third has a small kitchen to serve the guests and the students. The building offers basic facilities, a library, and internet access for the guests and members. This space became more than a building. It became a place where knowledge, worship, dialogue, and service could meet. From this lived experience, from mosques to rebuilding physical and social space, MYF took its shape. And from here, Futuwwah emerged, not as an abstract idea, but as a practical framework for forming youth and rebuilding community at the same time. MYF adopts a balanced Islamic approach, grounded in authentic Islamic tradition and committed to the methodology of Ahlus Sunnati wal Jama'ah in accordance with the four recognized Sunni schools of law. Basically, we focus on Hanafi fiqh, but of course, all the four Sunni madhabs are welcomed. It seeks to harmonize traditional Islamic sciences with the demands of contemporary life, avoiding both excess and neglect. From years of working with youth in mosques and communities, we realized that good intentions were not enough. We needed a clear vision. In short, this vision reflects our belief that faith must be strong, character must be noble, and service must be practical. We aim to form youth who are spiritually grounded, ethically disciplined, and practically competent, not only to survive their context, but to contribute meaningfully to their communities, locally and globally. Our vision emphasizes unity, social cohesion, and shared understanding while safeguarding religious and national identity. We are committed to inclusive participation, ensuring the active involvement of women alongside men is essential contributors to social development. From our experience, a vision is not only meaningful when it is tested by reality. So let me briefly describe the reality Palestinian youth are growing up in. So first, living under occupation, it means the constant surveillance, movements restrictions, sudden violence, and the normalization of fear in everyday life. For many youth in Palestine, instability is not an exception, it is the default condition. Second, psychological pressure, instability, and uncertainty. Young people grow up without a clear sense of future safety or continuity. This creates an anxiety, emotional exhaustion, and sometimes deep anger or numbness. Third, limitation or limited opportunities combined with high exposure to violence. Education or employment and mobility are restricted, while images and experiences of violence are constant. They can see it all the time on social media, on TV, even in streets beneath their houses. This imbalance is extremely dangerous for youth formation. And finally, the identity, because the identity erosion and fragmentation is the essential status here. Youth are pulled into different directions, religious, political, social, and even globalized identities, often without guidance or integration. It is what I called a crisis of meaning. When we speak about Palestinian youth, the challenge is not only survival, it is a meaning. Many young people today are searching for purpose, not just politically, but it's about their existence. They are asking, who am I? Why should I care? What is worth committing to? At the same time, we are facing weak institutions of spiritual and ethical formations. For example, mosques, schools, families, and community spaces are often overwhelmed, even fragmented, or unable to respond to the depth of these questions and to the social distractions and political fatigue. Constant exposure to news, traumas, social media, and repeated cycle of disappointment creates kind of exhaustion rather than engagement. The risk here is not passively alone. And when meaning collapses, youth do not need motivation. They don't really need motivation. What they need is a real orientation. This is where Futuwwah matters. The real danger is nihilism, uncontrolled anger, or escapism. Youth who either burn out, explode, or disappear inwardly. From our experience, this crisis of meaning is more dangerous than material poverty because when meaning collapses, identity becomes reactive, the ethics become weakened, and violence or withdrawal becomes easier. This is the deeper context in which we are trying to form youth. And this is why any serious youth project must begin with meaning before mobilization. In a context of occupation and a crisis of meaning, Futuwwah becomes deeply relevant, not as a historical concept, but as a formation framework. First, Futuwwah offers a moral compass for all youth. It helps youth to distinguish between strength and aggression, courage and recklessness, commitment and blind reaction. On the other hand, it provides a disciplinary structure. Structure here is not control, it is rhythm, responsibility, or accountability, and self-regulation, especially important in environment shaped by chaos and unpredictability. Third, Futuwwah creates a sense of belonging, not belonging based on anger or exclusion, but belonging rooted in shared values, service, and ethical brotherhood and sisterhood. And finally, Futuwwah offers a path of service instead of despair. It channels pain into responsibility, frustration into care, and identity into contribution. From our experience, this is what protects youth from nihilism, burnout, and destructive reactions. It does not remove hardship, but it's kind of, it changes it into a meaning. It gives it a meaning. If Futuwwah is necessary in this context, then the next question is, why did we choose it as our framework? So our choice of Futuwwah was not a symbolic or nostalgic. It was a deliberate response to the complexity of youth formation in Palestine. Because first, Futuwwah offers a holistic Islamic framework. It does not separate spirituality from ethics or ethics from action. It combines them all. It addresses a human being as a whole, heart, mind, body, and responsibility. Second, Futuwwah unifies spiritual, social, and practical formation. Many youth initiatives focus on one dimension and neglect the others. Futuwwah allows us to integrate worship, character, service, and competence with one coherent path. And third, it aligns with the prophetic model of youth formation. The Prophet ﷺ did not form youth as activists first, but as morally grounded, trustworthy, and responsible individuals. Futuwwah reflects this sequence, formation before mobilization. And finally, Futuwwah provides a language that is both Islamically authentic and globally transferable. It is rooted in our tradition, yet flexible enough to speak to contemporary realities and diverse contexts. This combination, authenticity without rigidity and relevance without compromise, is what made Futuwwah the most suitable framework for our work with youth. So let me briefly clarify our position within the Palestinian landscape. At this point, it is important to clarify this position in the Palestinian landscape because MYF is not a partisan or party-affiliated initiative. We're not affiliated to any political party. Our work is grounded in values, ethics, and youth formation, not in political competition or mobilization. What we are trying to do is to fill a critical gap, structured values-based formation for youth that goes beyond activism or charity alone. We work with students, marginalized communities, focusing on long-term formation rather than short-term reactions. This positioning allows us to build trust, form partnerships, and remain focused on youth as human beings, not instruments of any agenda. From this position, we were able to design and implement initiatives in a way that is socially rooted and widely accepted. However, choosing Futuwwah as a framework also meant committing to a clear set of core values. So we have core values, three core values, because we're not only talking about programs or skills. At the heart, Futuwwah is a moral and spiritual orientation. So the first core value is muru'a. Muru'a, which is translated as moral nobility, as Brother Jamaluddin said. Muru'a is about dignity, integrity, and ethical consistency. Choosing what is right, even when it's costly, unseen, or even unpopular. In our context, Muru'a protects youth from becoming reactive, reckless, or even consumed by anger. It teaches restraint, responsibility, and respect under pressure. While the second value is himma, which is translated as high aspiration or inner drive. Himma is the refusal to settle for survival alone. It pushes youth toward excellence, growth, and contribution, even in constraining environments. Under occupation and instability, expectations are often lowered. So Himma reminds youth that hardship should raise ambition, not to crush it. And the third value is ithar, which is like selflessness. It means giving priority to others in time or effort or comfort, and sometimes in safety in our context. So ithar transforms pain into service. It prevents futuwwah from becoming ego-centered, performative, or self-serving, and grounds it in a compassion and responsibility towards society. So together, the three values, Muru and Himma and Ithar, form the ethical backbone of our Futuwwah model. They guide not only what we do, but how we act, how we lead, and how we respond to crisis. Values guide our orientation, but they need a structure to shape formation over time. This is where our core pillars come in. So these are the three values, and now we have the pillars, because values give direction, but pillars give the structure. So this slide translates our vision into a formation framework. We do not work with youth through isolated activities, but through 5 integrated dimensions. I'll speak about them in details later, but here is like a quick idea now. So the first is knowledge, which is ilm. For us, knowledge is not information. It is a way of grounding faith, sound ibadat. It's like, learning tahara and salah and siyam, how to do them properly, and protecting youth from confusion, different slogans, and shallow religiosity. The second one is the adab and ethical formation. We believe that without adab, knowledge becomes arrogance and activism becomes chaos, because adab is what disciplines emotions, relationships, and intentions. While the third dimension is community service, which is khidma. Service is where youth move from self-centered spirituality to responsibility toward others. It connects faith to real human needs and prevents isolation and moral fatigue. The fourth dimension is physical and psychological strength. In Palestine, youth live under constant stress. Strength here means resilience, emotional regulation, teamwork, and readiness, but not aggression. And finally, the craftsmanship and practical skills. We want youth to be capable, reliable, and useful. Futuwwah, in our understanding, must produce people who can build, organize, respond, and serve, not only speak. So these 5 dimensions together form what we call a path of formation. Not a quick program, but a long-term process that shapes the mind, the heart, and the body all at once. Let me show you how this looks in practice. We begin with the knowledge dimension, because no serious process of formation can exist without a sound intellectual foundation. That's why our primary focus is necessary knowledge. We start with the necessary knowledge, which is ilm al-din al-daruri. Now, we can see here from the images that is included in the slide, we have what is called Mi'raj. It's a platform dedicated to Quran memorization and the correction of recitation, tajweed, operating through 2 tracks. So we have an online track and in-person track in one of the oldest mosques in Nablus, called Al-Hambali Mosque. It's a very old mosque in Nablus. It is built, probably it was a historical building because it was like a Roman building in the past. So now it's like a famous mosque in the old city, in the center of old city. So youth, they come and learn how to read Quran, how and memorize Quran in two tracks. One is like a fast one, and the other one is like a slower one. We have also an online Mi'raj, which serves also for male and female youth. Also, we have what is called Al-Mastaba Al-Ilmiya, scientific Al-Mastaba. So we have the logos of Mi'raj and Mastaba here up the slide. Al-Mastaba is the platform draws its name from the land from which it emerged. In Mastaba is kind of educational platform. The name is we took the name from Al-Aqsa Mosque because in Al-Aqsa Mosque there were raised stones seating found in the courtyards in Al-Aqsa. There were like Mastabatul Imam Al-Ghazali. We have like tens of mastabas. For example, Mastabatul Imam Al-Ghazali is where Al-Imam Al-Ghazali used to sit and teach there. So we took the name Al-Mastaba lil-Ulum al-Shar'iyya for like Sharia sciences. And also it has like two tracks. One is like online and the other one is face-to-face track also in Al-Hanbali Mosque, or we can hold this course. We can hold these courses in MYF Center too. So this name reflects a symbolic connection to our legitimate rights in Al-Aqsa Mosque, while the initiative itself seeks to revive the spirit of balanced, accessible Islamic education for both men and women. And by the way, this course, the online course, is open to anyone in the world. It's in Arabic and it's free of charge. In addition to foundational studies, we also offer applied training programs. This includes da'wah preparation courses that focuses not only on religious knowledge, but also on practical skills such as communication skills, how to engage with people, and other skills. We also run what we call core team development courses, which includes time management, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, teamwork, and team building. Our aim is to ensure that knowledge is not only correct, but usable, capable of guiding behavior, leadership, and service in real life contexts. Alhamdulillah, we have brothers who became like a volunteer in doing Friday prayer. We have others who can lead prayers, especially in Ramadan, volunteering in different mosques. This is part of the courses that we've been doing since quite a lot of time, alhamdulillah, and building the capacity for our brothers and sisters. Now, if knowledge shapes understanding, then adab shapes the human being, really. In our understanding of futuwwah, adab is not an accessory, it is a foundational. We place prophetic character at the core of youth development, not as an abstract idea, but as a lived model that shapes how youth speak, disagree, serve, and lead. One of the key tools in this dimension is our weekly majlis of Salah ala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which shows in the picture, and the lecture of Tazkiyah afterwards. So we have Tazkiyah courses, but usually each Thursday we have Majlis of Salah ala Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, which is part of Tazkiyah to Nafs, and also afterwards we have like 30 minutes to 1 hour of a lecture on Tazkiyah in the center of MYF. These are not lectures in the usual sense. They are spaces of salawat, spiritual companionship, reflection, and consistency. Through these circles, youth learn the spiritual growth happens through presence, repetition, and shared discipline. Over time, this process helps restore qualities that are often eroded under pressure and instability. Respect, self-discipline, humility, and the ability to work as a team. From our experience, ethical formation is what protects youth from burnout, ego-driven activism, and internal fragmentation. It anchors strength in character and commitment in humility. A da'wah-oriented initiative aimed at spreading the teaching of Islam through courses, lectures, and educational content shared on social media platforms. We have 2 Facebook accounts, one for intellectual articles and work. The other one is for da'wah. So a lot of brothers, they do reels, very good reels, alhamdulillah, and they just, they tackle different issues in the community. So sometimes they focus on, from time to time, focus on certain things that we want to have a kind of a change in the community. And alhamdulillah, it's working very good. Through this initiative, the Muslim Youth Forum organizes a weekly gathering also for brothers, and we have reflection. We also interact with each others. And the initiative also include ongoing spiritual refinement sessions and personal follow-up, because sometimes, like from one week to another week, there are a lot of personal questions that come up, and it's an opportunity to answer these questions and to have a personal follow-up, which is very important. So if adab disciplines the inner self, then now service is where that discipline is tested in real life. We can see the adab in real life only in khidmah. So in our Futuwwah model, service is not an optional activity. It is a central dimension of formation through khidmah. Youth move from self-focused growth to responsibility toward others. They learn that faith and character must be expressed through presence, care, and consistency. Our service initiatives are intentionally simple, local, and grounded. For example, cleaning Al-Nasr Mosque that was burned by the Israeli army, going to public cemeteries and helping cleaning them, visiting cancer patients or elderly people and visiting schools of orphans, distributing water and dates during Ramadan for people who are late in streets, they couldn't get to their houses, and even distributing food packages for families in need whenever resources for that were available. These acts are not symbolic gestures. They train youth to show up quietly, respectfully, and without seeking recognition, especially in spaces of pain, vulnerability, and social fatigue. Khidma also, we can see Khidma in the MYF Center, where we have brothers who are responsible for cleaning, for making food, for administrating the place. So and we keep changing youth from time to time, so everyone participates in this khidmah. Service also protects youth from two major risks: isolation on one side and performative or reactive activism on the other. From our experience, khidmah grounds youth in reality. It connects them to real people and real needs and teaches them that dignity is built through service, not slogans. So service is not an outcome of formation, it's part of the formation itself. I remember that some of my shuyukh from the Rifa'i school, Tariqa Rifa'iyya, they use khidmah all the time for formation. They don't see it as an outcome of formation, but they always say khidmah is the first step for a disciple. They come into khidmah so they can get out of their selflessness. Sustained service and ethical commitment requires physical and psychological strength. So, in our understanding of Futuwwah, strength is not an aggression; it is resilience, self-regulation, readiness, and the ability to remain grounded under pressure. Which, like our Palestinian context, it's very obvious. This dimension focuses on both physical and psychological well-being. We encourage youth to maintain physical health through individual sports and regular exercises as part of disciplined and balanced lifestyle. At the collective level, we also formed a youth football team. We call it Al Majd, which participated in a city level league and achieved encouraging results. It's kind of new, but inshallah it's promising. For us, sport is not a competition alone. It is a training ground for discipline, teamwork, emotional control, and perseverance. All essential qualities for youth growing up in unstable environment. Along Alongside this, we provided safety and firefighting training, as well as emergency preparing for emergency situations, to support youth resilience in contexts marked by violence and sudden crisis that could happen anytime. These efforts aim to help youth to develop strength without militarization, confidence without recklessness, and endurance without emotional shutdown. While our achievements in this area have been promising, but limited resources, training opportunities, and professional support remain ongoing challenges that we continue to work through. This dimension seeks to form youth who are strong enough to serve and stable enough to endure. So strength in our model is what allows youth to serve without burning out. At this stage, it's important to be clear and honest about this dimension, which I will speak about, the craftsmanship. We do not yet run a fully structured craftsmanship or vocational training program. What we do have is a clear orientation and intentional direction. So firstly, we actively encourage youth toward education in the universities and higher education and academic excellence. So the majority of our members are university graduates and many hold postgraduate degrees. Our community includes graduates in Islamic studies, medicine, engineering, and other professional fields. This diversity enriches the collective experience and reinforces the idea that Futuwwah includes intellectual and professional responsibility. But at the same time, we recognize that not all youth are able to or suited to pursue university education. For these youth, the others, we emphasize the dignity of skilled work and actively guide them toward existing vocational and professional training opportunities, such as local technical and vocational programs. Beyond what currently exists, we are also exploring future initiatives based on real community needs and available capacities. One idea under consideration has been to send two members to receive special training, for example, in Silat. We spoke, me and brother Jamaluddin, about that. And upon their return, they could work as trainers for themselves and also train youth locally, serving both livelihood and physical formation goals. Another idea is to develop training in permaculture, particularly for those who have access to land. This could provide a modest source of income for them, while also strengthen Palestinians' attachment to their land and food sovereignty. We have also discussed environmentally grounded construction techniques, such as earth-based brick building as a potential future skill area. At this stage, this remains ideas and directions, not implemented programs. Their realization depends on the maturity of conditions, resources, and partnerships. What matters for us is that craftsmanship, in the Futuwwah sense, is understood as useful competence, dignified work, and rootedness in one's context, not merely as technical skills. After getting to know the International Futuwwah Academy through Brother Jamaluddin, we learned through Brother Jamaluddin its chapters across different parts of the world and the shared aspirations behind this work. This encouraged us to become part of this wider family, and we were grateful to be welcomed in the network in year 2024. Together, the elements of Futuwwah form a comprehensive model of youth formation that integrates faith, character, and practical responsibility. Beyond personal development, the Academy also focuses on building effective community capacities to respond to the major challenges faced by the Palestinian society under occupation and settler violence. Among most prominent initiatives developed within the Academy are the following. The first one was what we call it Nabdul Hayat, Pulse of Life. This is a pioneering training initiative designed to equip youth and volunteers in high-risk areas with first aid skills and emergency response capabilities. The objective is to save lives and strengthen community health security. This initiative was organized under the patronage of the Nablus Governorate, which helped ensuring legitimacy, coordination, and public trust. The second one is what we call Nabdul Aman, Pulse of Safety. This initiative focuses on public safety and emergency preparedness, training youth to respond effectively to accidents, fire, and emergency situations. It was implemented in cooperation with the Nablus Fire Department and Civil Defense, emphasizing professionalism coordination, and readiness. Then we have Basmatul Amal, Smile of Hope. This is a psychological first aid initiative aimed at raising awareness among trainees on how to engage responsibility with women and children affected by psychological trauma. The focus here is not specialized interventions, but ethical awareness, sensitivity, and appropriate support within community settings. Through these initiatives, the Futuwwah Academy seeks to translate values into life-saving skills, community resilience, and compassionate care, especially in contexts where vulnerability is really high. In contexts like Palestine, youth initiatives do not operate in a neutral environment. It's a very sophisticated context. Trust, perception, and social acceptance are as important as good intentions. From early on, we understood that building strategic partnerships was essential, not for visibility, but for legitimacy and sustainability. We worked in coordination with several key institutions, including Municipality of Nablus, the Governorate, Self-Defense, Ministry of Religious Affairs, and various educational institutions. These partnerships served multiple purposes. First, they provided institutional recognition, which helped clarify that our work is civic, it's not political, it's educational and service-oriented. Second, they reduced suspicion and misunderstanding from different sides. In a context shaped by political tension and security sensitivity, transparency and coordination are critical. Partnerships helped ensure that our activities were understood for what they are: formation, service, and community support. Third, these relationships increased community acceptance. When families, neighborhoods, and local actors saw trusted institutions involved, they were more willing to engage, participate, and support youth involvement. Finally, partnerships allowed us to operate professionally and responsibly, especially in areas such as emergency response, public safety, and community service, where coordination is not optional. From our experience, this legitimacy we're talking about is not claimed. It's built gradually through consistency, transparency, and cooperation. So this is a very critical and important issue that we need to take care of. To be fair to the experience, we need to speak about both strengths and limitations. Let me briefly reflect on what worked well in our experience and what did not, or at least what remains unresolved or kind of limited. So what worked well was first and foremost the presence of a clear identity and ethical framework. Youth knew why they were here, what this space represented, and what kind of human being we were trying to form. Second, the integration of spiritual formation with practical work proved to be powerful. Youth did not experience faith as separate from service, or character as separate from actions. This integration created a coherence rather than fragmentation. Third, a strong sense of brotherhood and sisterhood emerged over time. Shared discipline, service, and struggle built trust and commitment that could not be manufactured artificially. It's really hard to do this kind, or to produce such kind of brotherhood and sisterhood without the Futuwwah path. And finally, community visibility helped. Being present in real spaces like mosques, being with people, neighborhoods, in celebrations of Islamic events, to be close to people, be present in hospitals, reinforce legitimacy and relevance. At the same time, there were clear challenges. Sustainability, for example, remains an ongoing concern. Much of the work depends on voluntary effort, which limits long-time consistency, because all of brothers and sisters are busy in other things in their life. We don't have anyone who's free and can give all his time to work for MYF and Futuwwah. Our human resources are limited. Committed people, they have their own responsibilities, so this increases the pressure and it slows the expansion because of that. Youth burnout is a real risk. In context of constant stress, even meaningful work can become exhausting if not carefully paced. We also face difficulty in balancing depth and activity. There is always tension between slowing down for formation and responding to urgent needs. So we think that slowing down a little bit and concentrate on formation is much more beneficial than just go quickly to respond to urgent needs that show up from time to time. And finally, navigating political sensitivities requires constant attention, maintaining focus on formation and service while avoiding the misinterpretation. This is an ongoing challenge, especially in our context. We have to be very careful. These tensions did not invalidate the project. They clarified its limits, sharpened our priorities, and continue to shape how we move forward. These lessons continue to refine our approach rather than discouraging it. After several years of working with youth in complex and often hostile contexts, one challenge became increasingly clear. Practice alone is not enough if it remains undocumented and unexplained. Much of what we were doing relied on experience, intuition, and accumulated learning from different references. But without a shared language, this experience remained fragile, difficult to transmit, evaluate, or even to adapt. So we have many books that was written for the MYF, and especially for Futuwwah, and a lot of courses are ready and they can be copied elsewhere. But finally, we have this book. It's almost done. Alhamdulillah, I'm just reviewing it. It's called Fityatun Amanu. It's in English, they were youth who believed in their Lord, from Surah Al-Kahf, a guide to Futuwwah for Muslim youth. This book emerged from that need, not as a theoretical project and not as a historical study of Futuwwah, but as an attempt to translate the life practice, the lived practice, into a coherent formative framework. It is written from within the experience, shaped by real youth, real pressure, real mistakes, and real learning. In that sense, this book represents a movement from practice to reflection, and from scattered initiatives to an articulated path of formation. It is not a claim of completion, of course, but it's an effort to make the work in shareable. You can check it, and it's open for critique. The importance of this book, at least for us, lies not in adding another text on youth work, but in how it frames Futuwwah for contemporary Muslim youth. The book clarifies Futuwwah as neither nostalgia nor activism. It's instead, it presents Futuwwah as an ethical and formative path, rooted in Quran and prophetic model, and developed through classical Islamic moral thought. It addresses a central problem we encountered repeatedly: youth searching for meaning, structure, and dignity in environments marked by pressure and fragmentation. Rather than offering slogans or quick solutions, the book proposes a coherent framework, one that integrates values, character formation, service, strength, and practical responsibility. The book also matters because it seeks to bridge Islamic tradition with contemporary realities without diluting either. It speaks in the language that is rooted, disciplined, and ethically demanding, while remaining accessible to youth across different contexts. In this sense, the book is not meant to replace lived formation, but to support it, by offering clarity, continuity, and a shared reference point for those engaged in this work. After everything I have shared, one central question remains: can Futuwwah become a comprehensive model for forming Muslim youth in modern, hostile environments? From our experience in Palestine, the answer is not simple and not absolute. Futuwwah is not a ready-made solution, nor a blueprint that can be copied without context. What we have learned is that Futuwwah can function as a direction, not a formula. A direction that prioritizes formation over reaction, character over mobilization, and responsibility over anger. in hostile environments, whether shaped by occupation, marginalization, or cultural pressure. Youth do not only need protection. What they really need is meaning, discipline, belonging, and the ability to act ethically under stress. Our experience suggests that Futuwwah can offer a coherent framework that integrates faith, ethics, service, strength, and competence, but only when it is grounded in reality, honest about its limits, and open to learning. The real question, therefore, may not be whether Futuwwah can become a comprehensive model, but whether we are willing to invest in the long, patient work of formation that such a model requires. I would like to conclude by sharing a few lessons that may be relevant beyond our specific context. First, begin with clarity of values. If values are unclear, everything will become negotiable. Of course, this should all be very clear, built on Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah creed and fiqh and suluk. Second, build partnership from day one. Formation work does not grow in isolation, especially in sensitive environments. Third, prioritize formation over activities. Activity without formation exhausts people. Formation sustains them. Fourth, keep spirituality at the center. Without it, Futuwwah becomes discipline without meaning. Love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-ikhlas, sincerity, and the orientation toward the hereafter life, al-akhirah, give meaning to all activities and behaviors undertaken by youth. And finally, measure long-term transformation, not numbers. What matters mostly is who people become, not how many pass through the program, because you can find many people pass through a program without a real transformation. These what I shared is they are not rules, but reminders shaped by experience, not theory alone. Before finishing the presentation, I would like also to briefly highlight a few possible areas of global cooperation. These are not proposals or plans, but open possibilities that emerge naturally from our experience. One area is shared curricula and learning materials. This is not to standardize context, but to exchange frameworks, language, and experience. Another opportunity lies in training programs, especially for mentors, educators, and youth leaders. So we have different initiatives, and in these different initiatives, we have, needs came up for building capacity for the leaders and trainers and other issues that we can, talk about it more deeply. So to conclude, finally, we are interested in the idea of craftsmanship and practical pathways, practically innovative small-scale projects, ideas, or practical skills that would enable young men and women to start simple income-generating activities within the Palestinian context. The last one is exchanging visits, even if limited and short-term, can be very powerful. They allow youth and mentors to encounter different contexts while remaining grounded in shared values. They are part of learning and could be also part of training. I would like to conclude with this thought. Futuwwah, as we understand it, is not a return to the past, nor a romantic memory or what once was. It's a roadmap, a way of thinking about how Muslim youth can be formed with dignity, resilience, and usefulness in the present. Palestine does not represent a model to be copied, but a context where the urgency of formation becomes impossible to ignore. What we have shared today is not an answer, but an invitation to continue thinking and building and learning together. Thank you, Barakallah Fikum, for listening.
Jazakallah khairan, my beloved brother, Dr. Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, round of applause to our beloved brother, doctor, and teacher. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. This was very thorough and very important lecture in many ways, Dr. Muhammad. And from the behalf of all the participants, I've seen that many people were very excited to hear about the amazing work you guys are doing on the ground in Nablus and in Palestine. So from the behalf of all of our participants and all of my colleagues in ISIP and Futu Academy, we want to thank you for giving out of your precious time to share your experience and expertise. Rounds of applause, dear brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, feel free to share your questions in the Zoom chat. I will try to address it to Dr. Mohammed. And as Dr. Mohammed concluded, we as an international movement within the Futu Academy of Sacred Manhood and Sacred Womanhood and the ISIP, the International Students of Islamic Psychology, we're going to support Dr. Mohammed and the Futu Academy locally in Palestine, inshallah, and in Nablus. And right now, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Mohammed, I just want to reiterate what we discussed in our previous meeting. We're looking for some psychologists actually that are interested to actually travel to Nablus and
Yeah.
train. Would you like to tell a little bit more about our conversation about the psychologists and what exactly you guys need, Dr. Mohammed?
Yeah, we have the third initiative, which is called Smile of Hope.
Yeah,
And in this initiative, we need to enhance our team's capacity to design and deliver appropriate workshops in psychological first aid. This requires training trainees or training trainers and developing these workshops within a conceptual framework that draws as much as possible on Islamic values and principles. So what we were talking about me and you the other day is the possibility if any brother and sister would like to come for 1 or 2 weeks, for example, to hold the workshops for trainers, so we can prepare them and prepare a good workshop for the community, especially for women, on how to deal with trauma. It's very important also for men, but mostly we're thinking of addressing women in this initiative.
mashallah, barakallah fikum. So, brothers and sisters, this is a way to contribute to our beloved Palestinian brothers and sisters, on ground work and resistance, obviously. So please email us if you're interested. We're looking for maybe one or two. And inshallah, all the other details will be discussed. I just added the email to ISIP Peter, contact at isip.foundation. So if you guys want to support Dr. Muhammad and the amazing work they're doing on the ground, with regards to this particular outreach we're doing, it's good if you have some formal clinical psychology experience or an education, inshallah. Feel free to reach out to us. Also, Dr. Mohammed, with your permission, I want to add the other 2 points. We're looking for some volunteers. The second point is that as part of how Dr. Mohammed, in a beautiful way, explained the way that we conceptualize Futuwwah based upon the 5 elements. And this is something that we're taking also from our teacher, Imam Dawood Walid, who's currently doing Umrah, by the way. So he sends his salams to you, Dr. Muhammad. He's on Umrah right now, Imam Dawood. Inshallah, he will come to Nablus together with us and to visit you. Um,
Inshallah.
5 elements, as also Dr. Muhammad explained in the great work that they're doing underground, is adab, ilm, khidma, sunnah disciplines or physical training, as Dr. Muhammad mentioned, and craftsmanship and professional training. So we're looking for some experts in sunnah disciplines right now. So whether it's Silat or whether it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, people that are into Sunnah disciplines or physical comportment generally. So if you're interested, if you have some form of training in Jiu-Jitsu or Karate or Silat or whatever, feel free to email us at contact@isap.foundation because this will be very much needed for the support to Dr. Mohammed and his team. Would you like Dr. Mohammed to explain why you guys would like to have this type of trainers to come and train and educate you guys?
Yeah, I mean, there is a need to identify, these qualities and coping skills that young people should develop in light of the harsh conditions they face. In terms of, these Sunnah discipline or sports, this sector remains weak in Palestine due to the severe restrictions and the lack of sufficient expertise, particularly, for example, in football. I was talking about football, as well in other sports such as wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Silat. So any kind of support in these areas are welcome, because this is very important for the physique, for discipline, for resilience, and it also very good for tarbiyatun nafs. It's just it helps the youth to control the inner self also, not just the external body. So this is very important. And in Palestine, we have lack of experience in different disciplines of self-defense or physical activities. So we were thinking of something closer to Sunnah, which would be, like maybe like grappling. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu could be like a kind of grappling, or maybe Silat because it's kind of an Islamic self-defense art, but it might take longer to learn. Other disciplines might be easier to learn. Football is one of the things that youth they love, and we have this team. We have over like maybe 30, 35 members. They come to, to play football, and we don't have a coach. And just like some of brothers, they look at YouTube and they have some experience from streets, and then they try to, to teach and to come up with some kind of exercises and activities. So this is very important. We really appreciate if any of brothers would like to, help in this field too.
Jazakallah khairan for all your great efforts, Dr. Mohammed. So essentially, this takes us to the third point, which is football.
Yeah.
Obviously, football is not part of the Sunnah disciplines, but something that everybody loves, or many people love. So we're looking for people that would like to train the youths in football, and maybe also to train the potential teachers on the ground in Nablus. So feel free to email us, dear brothers and sisters. Contact at isip.foundation. If you're a football coach, if you're interested to come and support our beloved Palestinian brothers and sisters on the ground, this is a way for us as an international movement and as an international community to support our beloved Palestinian brothers and sisters in this amazing work when it comes to youth development, because this is so important. This is so important. And I also would highly recommend you all to, whenever this book is finalized, we will definitely do a launch of the book, Dr. Mohammed. So already that's something on but if anybody here is an expert in both Arabic and English, we will be very much happy to bring you guys into the team to help Dr. Mohammed to translate the book from Arabic to English so we can learn from Dr. Mohammed and his team, and also from our beloved Palestinian brothers and sisters in how they are conceptualizing Futuwwah and youth work, which is something that could be a benchmark for our international works through local communities around the world and through you as well, brothers and sisters. So feel free to email us about that. We're opening up now for some questions. Feel free to write your questions in the chat. If you have any questions with regards to the way that Dr. Mohammed and his team is working, questions about the Muslim Youth Forum generally, or other questions, relevant or pertaining Palestine, Nablus, etc., feel free to write here. We have Arshia who's writing. Can someone write about it here? The football coaching thing. What exactly do you mean, Arshia? So what we're looking for, Dr. Mohammed, would you like to explain one more time with regards to the football
Yeah,
coach?
well, we have this team of like 30 brothers. They go to, play football, and we don't have a kind of, like someone who, like, I don't know what should we call them? Like a coach, someone who will teach them what they should do. Like to, I'm not into football. I don't understand much about it. But what I know is like we have about 30 of brothers. They go to play football. They need someone to teach them what kind of physical training they need and how to play. And because we have from time to time on city level contests, and they get into it, so we need someone to take care of them. Archery, no, archery we don't have here, and it's kind of a little bit sensitive. We are in Palestine. But
Mm.
football is okay. Grappling and maybe jiu-jitsu is very good. So what we need, brother or sister Arshia or brother. So what we need is someone who's like a kind of someone who has an experience in football, so he can like give them advices at least, or maybe like come over here for a couple of weeks to see them, and to give them some training ideas. Yeah, inshallah.
Brother Ibrahim, by
Furusiyah,
the way, is.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, Dr. Mohammed.
Yeah, so for Furusiyah, we have only two places where people they can do some Furusiyah. It's a little bit expensive, and it's it's a kind of private business for people. Yeah. So it's just like it takes like courses, and it's not cheap. But it's a good idea. But we don't practice furusiya outside of these areas because we have settlements around us. We can't go to mountains easily. I mean, I would love to have some kind of outdoor skills. This would be perfect. I mean, this is important for Futuwwah, but I mean, if we want to do that, we have to, to think of programs which is like, like short and it in close areas, not to go a little bit in the outskirts because of the security concerns.
Jazakallah khairan, Dr. Mohammed. Brother Ibrahim, by the way, is one of our colleagues from South Africa. He's a master of Futuwwah, by the way. So he's also
MashaAllah.
working a lot with Futuwwah locally in South Africa. And we're very honored to be in touch with him and to work with him.
Where in South Africa? Cape Town, Johannesburg, where?
Brother Ibrahim, would you like to write in the chat? We're from South Africa, Cape Town.
Cape
Cape
Town,
Town.
mashallah. We have one of my students, he's a dentist. He will continue studying in Cape Town. So please, if we have your
We'll
contact,
connect.
I mean, I would love to put you in
It's part of the
contact.
Futuwwah Academy group, so you're part of it as well. We'll connect you guys there, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Barakallah fiik.
What we're doing with Futuwwah Academy, brothers and sisters, we're connecting people all over the world. Brother Ibrahim has been working with Futuwwah for ages in South Africa, and now we're
MashaAllah.
learning from him and disseminating it internationally. Brother Muhammad has been working for ages as well, so this is a space for connection. And Brother Ibrahim, thank you so much for joining us. Inshallah, maybe you can be one of those who will go to Palestine, inshallah. Uh,
Inshallah.
Brother Ibrahim is doing a phenomenal job. Thank you, Sister Arshia, for your question. Let's see here if we have more questions. Sister Eileen is one of our great colleagues. She's the leader of ISIP Benelux chapter. She's writing, would it be an idea to make a flyer with possibility to apply for such a volunteer job in Yes. Great idea, Sister Eileen. That's exactly what we need. So essentially what we will do, brothers and sisters, all of you are joined. Some of you I do recognize from ISIP. Some of you are new, so welcome. We have Brother Adam who's new. We're very honored to have you with us, and all other new members, most welcome. We will do a poster and a broadcast text, as Sister Eileen also highlighted, where you can register if you would like to contribute, inshallah. We cannot offer the pay when it comes to traveling to Nablus. We will not be able to offer that. That's on you to pay. But when it comes to lodging and housing and food, Dr. Mohammed and the team will host you on that, inshallah. So
Inshallah.
this is a great way to contribute to our beloved Palestinian brothers and sisters. Inshallah. So we will do a poster and a broadcast text. We recommend you guys to register to the venue today. We will email this as well. So if you haven't registered for the venue today, Sister Tree, our amazing colleague, she will share the registration link again. And also, Sister Tree, if you can share the WhatsApp group links for both Futu Academy and ISIP, and also the email addresses and resources. Let's see if there is any other questions. Sister Samira is asking, brother, I joined late. Can I tell me where is Dr. Muhammad located? How to contact him? So if you want to contact Dr. Muhammad, you just write to contact@isip.foundation. We will facilitate all the connections, inshallah. With regards to where he's located, he's in Nablus, Palestine. Could you tell us a little bit more about Nablus and this beautiful historical city of Nablus for
Yeah.
people that do not know?
Yeah, it's very very ancient city, one of the oldest cities in Palestine. It was established by the Canaanites in the past. It was called Shechem, and then the Romans, when they occupied Palestine, they destroyed the old city and they rebuilt a new one close to it. They called it New Palace. So it's Nablus. Um, and Nablus is located between two mountains. And we live here mostly, we are Muslims. We have a Christian community over like 500, and we have Samaritans who are Jews, Palestinian Jews who live with us. They are not Zionists. They live here since thousands of years, and they are against Zionism. They live with us, and they have their um, how you call it, the place where they pray. What do they call it? Um, praying place up the mountain, because they have their own beliefs, the Samaritans, and they have the old synagogue, yeah, and the Torah. They have a different Torah, actually. They say that there are hundreds of differences, and when they pray, they make, by the way, wudu, and they make
Subhanallah.
ruku', yeah. So we live with them together. It's very peaceful, very nice city. It was called the small Damascus because it looks like Damascus somehow, and it was full of scholars in the past, especially Hanafi scholars in the Ottoman era, and then everything, of course, changed after the occupation, starting from the British colonialism and until the Israeli occupation. It's one of the biggest cities, and it's very nice. You should come here and see. We have the old city, which it still remained like you can see the old buildings, which is some of it is Roman, and you can see Mamluki and Ottoman and others. And then we have the outside the old city is the like the new city. It's very good in food and hospitality and very good environment.
MashaAllah. I had
Inshallah.
the honor to visit Palestine twice,
Inshallah.
2009 and 2011, and I can recommend you all to visit Palestine. One of the most blessed places in the world, obviously, Jerusalem being the third holiest site for us as Muslims. And Nablus is an amazing city. So inshallah, if you guys want to visit, please let us know. We will facilitate you to connect with Dr. Muhammad, inshallah. Barakallah fikum. I didn't know about this group, by the way, Dr. Muhammad. Very interesting. We have
Yes.
some more questions here. I'm going through some of them. So we have brother Afshin from Japan. Please, I just wrote to you. Please send me your details because Japan is very important for us as Futu Academy of Sacred Manhood and Sacred Womanhood. Japan has such a sacred tradition. I always admire the ethics of the ninjas, the ethics of the samurais, I should say, because the ninjas were the assassins, by the way. So the samurai ethics, and I think it's very congruent with the Futuwwah principles. So, Brother Afshin, Brother Afrin, sorry, Afrin, Brother Afrin, I wrote to you privately. Please send me your WhatsApp group because we are planning to do things with the Futu Academy, establishing it in Japan. We're in touch with several brothers that are interested as well. Also to Sister Suada, you wrote about Bosnia Herzegovina. We have an ISIP Bosnian chapter, and we will love to establish Futu Academy. And by the way, Futu Academy is both for brothers and sisters. We speak about sacred manhood and sacred womanhood. So I have the sacred manhood in my back here as profile, but we have sacred womanhood as well. In the sacred womanhood chapter, we have Sister Sayda Afrin, who's one of our leaders. We also have a curriculum team with Sister Shifa, who's organizing it. So please reach out through the WhatsApp group or through email, inshallah. And Sister Suada, you shared your email. Brother Afrin, if you can share your email, I would appreciate that because we want to be in touch with you guys. And all other brothers and sisters, if you're interested to establish a Futu Academy in your local region, we have the curriculum almost finalized. Also, there is a way, as also Dr. Muhammad said, to connect with one another and learn from each other's experiences as a global community, inshallah. Brother Mohammed, there is a question here. Yes, there's somebody who's a football coach. Brother Tahir, I wrote my email to you. Please reach out and we will love to facilitate and speak with you. And maybe we can send somebody to Dr. Mohammed then who could build the. I live in Doha, by the way, Dr. Mohammed. Palestine won against Qatar in Doha, and the Qataris were supporting Palestine more than Qatar. It was amazing to see.
Oh,
So, well, mashallah. So, inshallah, we'll be supporting this. Um, let's see here. There is a question here about.
someone talks about the kunafa. If someone comes, they should try
Sorry?
kunafa. That's
Oh, mashallah, we will love that.
kunafa is only one type. We have many different types. Very good. Inshallah, you're welcome. Anyone comes and
Inshallah, I
you're
will
welcome.
also come, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And kunafa is part of Fatua. When we speak about craftsmanship, culinary work is craftsmanship.
Yes,
So you need to be
exactly.
a master in that as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Actually, Brother Muhammad, here in Malmö in Sweden, where I'm also from, and we have a Palestinian family who has a very unique recipe of kunafa, and they're originally from Nablus. I will
Awesome.
connect you. Brother. Amazing.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
And also the falafel as well, mashallah.
Inshallah. Yeah, falafel is good.
MashaAllah. Brother Tahir is writing, in regards to the football training, do you need a training plan or do you want it to be online? Dr. Mohammed.
If it works online, then fine. But I'm not the one who's like I'm not an expert, and that's what I said. I want someone who's an expert to tell us what is good. So if someone comes here, even for a short visit, it's nice. It's better even he can see them, like closely, and he can. I mean, even for 2, 3 sessions, it's fine, right? But then they can, if they can, continue this work online, then it's fine. I'm not into football anyway, so I'm not the one who you can
I
ask.
love football myself. So, Brother Tahir, let's do something with football to support our brothers. I mean, we
Yeah.
want the Palestinian team to win the Asian Cup next time. So, if you can send some brothers there to train them, that would be amazing. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Sister Eileen, our colleague, is asking for social media handles. Could you share your
Yeah,
social media handles of the Muslim Youth Forum
Yeah.
You can
Can I share it on WhatsApp group?
Yeah,
It's easy.
okay, we will do like this. Register yourself to the venue. Sister Tree, could you share the venue? So we will share all the contact details, social media handles for the Muslim Youth Forum, everything else through
Yeah.
email, inshallah, for all those who are registered,
Yeah.
inshallah. And also join the WhatsApp groups because their brother Muhammad is part of the group. So you guys can also directly connect with him there. So we will share all the links, the PowerPoint presentation, social media handles to Dr. Muhammad and to Muslim Youth Forum and the initiatives, inshallah. We have here other questions. Let me see here. Um, yeah, Sister Jamila, you're interested to start one? And that will be amazing. We already have a lot of brothers who are establishing in the US, and so we would love to have more sisters and brothers doing it. We have a specific, by the way, our curriculum is age specific and intergenerational, and gender specific and intergender as well. So the age specific, we have a team led by Sister Quratulain, Sister Sundus, and Sister Anisha, who has built a curriculum between for the age group of 3 to 7. And then they're also building a curriculum for the age group of 7 to 11. And these are both age specific and they're also gender specific and then for both genders. And then we're also working on the age group from Buluk and beyond to 17, 18. And then we're building an intergenerational curriculum above the age of 18 and beyond. And we meet in the curriculum group twice a week, twice a month. So if you guys are interested, please email us or just join our WhatsApp groups and we will add you to that. All right, there is another question here. All right. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept Sister Layla's writing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts and grant you success. Is there any way to those who do not have psychological background support the work in Nablus? How can people support the work in Nablus besides being psychologists, Dr. Muhammad?
Well, what we really need is like to train our teams actually. If someone wants to help and they have some kind of different experience, we're welcome. Like they can contact me and we'll see what kind of thing they can help in. Otherwise, they are welcome to visit. It's safe to visit actually, even with everything happening. It's safe, alhamdulillah, and it's very nice experience. So you are welcome. If there's anything in particular you are capable of helping in, yes, please contact me and we will see, inshallah.
So we
Could be
will,
some kind of administrative things, I don't know. Uh, any kind of experience is welcomed, yeah, inshallah.
inshallah, we will share all the details to Dr. Muhammad and also to the Muslim Youth Forum, and also we're happy to facilitate the connections as well, just to make it easier for Dr. Muhammad. So reach out to us, and we will facilitate it and help Dr. Muhammad with everything on the ground. Inshallah, this is one
Yeah.
of our priorities as an international movement to support Dr. Muhammad and his team on the ground. Inshallah.
Jazakallah.
So I just added our email again, brothers and sisters. Please email us or reach out through our groups. And for instance, Sister Layla, you can share your qualities. Like for instance, what is your expertise? And then we will definitely, I mean, if you can go to Nablus and support Dr. Muhammad, that would be great. So all of your ideas. We will
Some brother,
yeah,
some
go ahead.
brothers and sisters are welcome to come here and also to maybe to have a look at the work we are doing. Maybe they will, they can give us some advices and maybe they can learn other things. So it's also this is a good connection. Is very good all the time. Networking is very good.
So please reach out and we will connect you and support you in this. I think if we can organize because I know that maybe now 15 people will contact directly. It will be better if we can organize everything, brothers and sisters,
Oh,
jointly. So please reach out to us. We will organize all the efforts instead. So Sister Layla, I added the email address to ISAP plus even my own WhatsApp number. We will organize all efforts so we can strategically support Dr. Muhammad and his team, both the Muslim Youth Forum and the Futuwwah Academy Palestine. And also, Dr. Mohammed, a question that came to my mind. It's important with tourism for Nablus, right? You guys benefit from tourism, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, of course.
Could you explain why you guys benefit from it?
Because we're very, it's like very closed areas, especially Nablus. It's like under siege. And of course, the whole Palestinian areas are, but in particularly Nablus, it's more stressed. So when someone comes here and tourism people, I mean, like seeing what's happening, they can learn about the Palestinian context. Like they will have They will have an experience, not just like from news, from or listening from other people. Also, it could be a kind of support for the local, local shops through us or through the tourists that they are coming, and also people. They feel happy to see the support from tourists when they come. And let me put it this way: we have many tourists come here, but we're not talking about like Muslims or from like Islamic, background. So I would love to see brothers and sisters from Islamic background, who come here and they can, participate in mosques, in dhikr, and they can have good discussions with local people, and they can enjoy their time also. So it's very,
MashaAllah.
yeah,
So, I mean, as a global community, I'm sure all of you brothers and sisters, we all are trying to support the Palestinian cause, whether it's through donation, through different Muslim aid organizations, or through just disseminating what's happening with the ongoing genocide. And another way is to actually support through traveling to Palestine and to travel and visit, like, for instance, Dr. Mohammed and his team and other
yeah.
initiatives. Actually,
Uh, one,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, Dr. Mohammed. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I want to say something that anyone who wants to come here, try to be in Nablus in one of like in the week, at least one Thursday to be here, so they can attend Majlis al-Salah al Nabi alayhi salam, which we held each Thursday between Maghrib and Isha, and hundreds of people are there. This is a very unique experience and very beautiful, mashallah, very spiritual. On the other hand, in Jerusalem, we have other brothers from Futuwwah. We have brothers there. They can help in facilitating some of things like showing them around when they have time. We have one of the brothers, he's a doctor, he's with us, I think, today. So also in Jerusalem, we can, like we can support you when you come in different things. Depends on the possibilities of what we can do. But of course, in Nablus more. But even in Jerusalem, inshallah, like visiting Al-Aqsa Mosque and see other holy sites and showing them around, it's possible, inshallah. So you're welcome,
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Muhammad. We appreciate your welcoming. We will come, inshallah. All of us will come, inshallah. We will always come.
inshallah.
And we will organize all this, brothers and sisters. So all of you who join, just to make it easier for Dr. Muhammad, the Futuwwah Academy of Sacred Manhood, Sacred Womanhood, and Dr. Muhammad is head of Futuwwah Academy Palestine, and the ISIP will facilitate all these connections. So you have the email addresses, you have the WhatsApp groups, and you even have my WhatsApp number there. Reach out and let's organize it so it's not going to be too overwhelming to Dr. Muhammad to get 15, 20. We'll organize everything and that will make it smoother. With regards to, by the way, Brother Mohammed Mansour, nice to see you. Brother Mohammed Mansour is one of our great leaders in Futuwwah Academy in India, and he is part of the Futuwwah Academy Tarbiyah Task Force. He's mentioning that there is a Tarbiyah group for children of age 10 and 15. Exactly, Brother Mohammed Mansour. So you guys can join that one as well. Thank you, Brother Mohammed, for the tremendous work you're doing. Sister Farheen, you can join the curriculum group, email us or join our WhatsApp group, and we will add you, inshallah. Um, what else here?
How to
Uh,
travel to Nablus?
yeah, how to travel to Nablus.
So to travel first to Palestine, we have two ways. The first way is to go to Jordan, to Amman, then from there to go to the border, Jordanian border. Then you will cross the Israelis, then the Palestinians. You will be in Jericho. From Jericho, you come with a taxi directly. This is like public taxis. The other way is to come to Tel Aviv, directly to Tel Aviv. It's the cheapest way. And then from Tel Aviv, you can go to Jerusalem first, then to Nablus, or directly, but by a taxi or, like to Nablus immediately. So you have both ways. But going through Tel Aviv is cheaper. Going through Jordan, people, they don't like to, some people, they don't like to use the Israeli airport. But I mean, they will cross also through the Israeli border at the Jordanian border. Mm. And
Would
you
it
you you can apply for a visa online now. So if you are accepted and they give you the visa, it's easier because in the past, people they come to the airport or to the border and they will spend a lot of time of checking, and then they might refuse them or accept them. Now it seems that online they would say yes or no. By the way, Fatima Jwana, she's coming inshallah on Wednesday. She's with us.
MashaAllah.
Should be with us here now. She's
How long
coming.
how long will she be there?
maybe 1 week or 9 days. If she's with us, please say something, Fatima. She wants to.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam wa rahmatullah.
MashaAllah, it's lovely. Thank you so much, Muhammad, for the
MashaAllah.
wonderful, wonderful talk.
How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Thank you.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, inshallah, I'm going on Wednesday.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, just for a few
And
days.
MashaAllah.
Yeah,
Sister
alhamdulillah.
Fatima is she's head of Azahara, which is an amazing place in south of Spain, and mashallah, doing a phenomenal job. We're so honored to have you with us, Sister Fatima. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So nice to see you. You're looking very well, Jawaluddin.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's in the
MashaAllah.
eye of the story, sister. Looking forward to meet you, sister. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam.
Thank you so much. Sister Fatima is a great khadima for the movement, and she's part
Yeah,
of International, doing a phenomenal job. If you guys ever go to Spain, go to their retreat place. They have a lot of permaculture projects, and we always share their resources on our groups, a lot of retreats. And Dr. Mohammed has been the teacher there. By the way, Dr. Mohammed, now when Sister Fatima is coming, you mentioned that there are people that are coming and studying even like Islamic
yeah,
science. Would you like to speak
yeah.
about that? Because mashallah,
Yeah,
you're
one
out
of
yourself.
my students, she's a Spanish sister. She came here for 3 months. She studied the whole course and more. She studied tajweed, and she was, amazing student. She's devoted. She devoted most of her time for studying and learning about the culture. She's happy, and she wants to come back because now she's finishing her master degree. But very soon she will come back, inshallah, and continue studying. I think more people who they want to, it's just the beginning because people they were kind of afraid of this. It's like a kind of an adventure, or they think it's a very risky, but it's inshallah it's not. It's just it's serious thing, but it's not really risky and for life matter or health matter. So inshallah, more brothers and sisters will come, and we will try our best to maybe inshallah we can offer courses in English when we have more students coming here, inshallah.
Amazing. People should come and study. By the way, brothers, Dr. Mohammed is very humble. He's a very great scholar as well. So I recommend you guys to. Nablus should be the center for us to study more Islamic thought, both in Arabic and maybe, as you said, in English. That would be amazing. A lot of people are interested to come. I think, Dr. Mohammed, you within a couple, Sister Fatima will start now. You will have every week people will come, inshallah. That will- Dr. Mohammed, Sister Lina is writing. By the way, Sister Lina, I saw your message. So inshallah, we'll definitely do something. Sister Lina is writing, is the course offered online? Is
Yeah.
there?
Well, we from time to time we offer courses online. There is an online course, but it's in Arabic, so you can study different ulum, essentials in Arabic. So if you know Arabic, Lina, then yes, and this is free, and it's you can listen to the lectures. It's like short lectures in any suitable time of your that you prefer. And each Friday there's a kind of a quiz, and we will give you the books in PDF format. So it's inshallah it's easy. If you know Arabic, then you can do it. You can finish it in 4 months, inshallah, and you will learn a lot of things through it.
Sister Lina, you wrote to me, so please reach out to me. We will love them. We can connect you with Dr. Mam. We can do things together, inshallah, Sister Lina. So we're very
Inshallah.
honored to have you with us. I don't know if it's the same Lina from UAE. If you're the same Lina, it's an honor to have you with us. All right, I think that's it here. I'm mindful of the time. Um, so, Dr. Mohammed, without any further ado, we want to thank you for giving out of your precious time to present today. I think I speak from behalf of all of us that we're very inspired by the work and on the Muslim Ummah is with Palestine, obviously. And think a lot of people are during this difficult times thinking, how can we support as an international community? Besides what we're already doing, whether it's through advocacy, demonstration, boycotting, etc. But definitely to support the youths is also part of supporting Palestine, right?
Yeah,
So just for you to be able to give us this opportunity to support you guys and to give us an insight of what's happening underground, I think we find it very beneficial, very inspiring. So we will make dua for you and for all of your colleagues and for all of our brothers and sisters. I had the honor to meet some of you online, and it's been such a joy. And just rest assured that we are with you, inshallah, in Nablus and around the Palestine, inshallah. So thank you so much for the amazing work you guys are doing. Extend our greetings to all the brothers and sisters in the youth and tell them that they're not alone. We're always with them, inshallah. And they have thousands of brothers and sisters and youths around the world inspired by them and want to be with them, inshallah. We hope that we will soon have our Futuwwah Jamborees as well, our international Futuwwah conferences and connections where you guys can visit us and we can visit you guys. So thank you so much. Brothers and sisters, thank you for all of your engagement, for all of your amazing questions, for wanting to participate and contribute. We want all of you to contribute. So as I mentioned, share your email addresses in the Zoom chat and also just register for the venue and we will share all the details to both the Muslim Youth Forum, to you, Dr. Mohammed himself, and also how you guys can join the Futuwwah Academy. This is an international movement, and the more Futuwwah guilds and academies we have, the more we can learn from each other as a way to create sacred journey towards masculinity and femininity. Without any further ado, would you like to end by saying anything, Dr. Mohammed, giving us any nasiyah, and close
Um,
up with the dua as
yeah,
well?
inshallah. Thanking is for you for this opportunity and for brothers and sisters who attended today for giving me this opportunity to share with you our humble experience. And I'm really touched by your way of dealing with this experience that we have. It's just like very warm, welcoming, and your interest in everything we are doing, and your dua, inshallah, will be accepted. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يبلغنا ذلك، وأن يعفو عنا، وأن ييسر لنا كل الخير في الدنيا والآخرة، إنه على ذلك قدير وبالإجابة جدير، والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Ameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallah khair, my beautiful brother, Dr. Muhammad. I'm always so glad to see you, honestly, and so blessed to have you with us and to learn. Dr. Muhammad is one of the great scholars of Futuwwah, so his book will be definitely translated to English and will be one of our foundational works in Futuwwah Academy of Sacred Manhood, Sacred Womanhood. So if you guys are experts in Arabic and English, Bismillah, please help us to translate the work, inshallah, so we can benefit from the wisdoms of Dr. Muhammad and his team. All right, Dr. Muhammad, I will let you go now. I'm sure you have a
inshallah.
lot of other duties, inshallah, and we will facilitate everything and all the details to how to reach out to Dr. Muhammad, how to support the Muslim Youth Forum in Nablus. Details to social media handles will be shared through the registration link. Sisters and brothers, we just added the registration link, Sister Tree. Please add register so that we can email all the resources and the PowerPoint presentation and contact details, inshallah. All
And
right.
thank you, Fatima, for the most wonderful experience in Al-Zahra in Granada, in Al-Bukhara Mountains, where we held many Futu courses and a lot of Islamic courses. It's very unique experience. You saw it by yourself, and we're
Yeah.
excited to have you, Fatima, here, inshallah, very soon. Barakallah fikum, everyone.
Send us pictures as well when you guys are together, because both of you are great,
Inshallah.
great leaders of
Inshallah.
the Ummah, both you and Sister Fatima. And
Yeah,
also, I'm sending salams from Dr. Samir and Brother Nausha. They're doing some Futuwwah retreats with Hakim Sensei. So,
inshallah.
alhamdulillah, so they're sending the salams as well. Billah.
عليكم.
Barakallahu
السلام
feekum,
عليكم
Dr.
ورحمة الله
Assalamu alaikum
وبركاته.
wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to
السلام
have you with us.
عليكم.
Sister Dina, you wanted to say something? I saw your message now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. Please speak to me. It's a
It's the Lena started from Palestine, following you on the groups, and and
sign.
now I'm in Toronto,
Oh,
heading back to the US.
mashallah. MashaAllah.
I was happy to catch, because I'm in all those the different Islamic organization, ISIP, chat group. So it's very um, it's very challenging to follow all the courses, but I'm lucky that I was able to see it this morning and join on time. While Doctor, can I share, like talk now or through the WhatsApp call? It's up to you.
Permission if we can do it because we need to end. But I just saw your
Okay,
message.
sure,
But
sure. No worries. Yes, I
I
understand.
are you part of the WhatsApp group, sister?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you
I
can,
just,
also I added my our
yes,
in
I
my
sent
website.
you a message. Yes, I did.
Inshallah, we will love to connect with you and all other brothers and sisters. We're very this is a very grassroots organized movement, brothers and sisters. You guys can just join the groups, and this is your movement, So Bismillah, we can do whatever you guys want to do. Also, sister, if you're Toronto, we have Brother Zain here today. He's from Toronto as well. He's one of our leaders of ISIP's Toronto chapter and one of our co-founders of ISIP, Sister Fatima Ahmed. I don't know if you met her. She's from Toronto actually. So if you want, I can connect you with them as well, inshallah. So you guys can stay in touch, inshallah. Are you there, Sister Lina?
Yes, yes, I would love to connect with them.
Did you write your email address here? I'm collecting all the details. Let me see here.
No, I can write it down.
Yeah, brother Mohammed Mansour, nice to see you. Mashallah. Always an honor, brother. You're doing a phenomenal job. Thank you.
Jazakallah, brother. Sorry, I was in the traveling, so I couldn't join early.
Yeah, I understand, brother. Thank you so much for your great efforts in India and everything you do with ISIP-Futuwwah Academy, also with the Shared Horizon project. It's amazing. Thank you, brother.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, my beloved brother. All right, brothers and sisters, we have ended. I'm just collecting all the email addresses so that we don't lose them. So that's why I'm here. If you want, you can say salams. That's fine. That will be an honor. All right. We'll just add all the emails. Thank you so much, Sister Tree. You can leave if you want, Sister Tree. Thank you for all the amazing work you're doing. We're always honored to have you with us. I'm just collecting the emails, sister, so that I have them. Thank you, Sister Lina. Inshallah, we'll be in touch. Sister Lina, you were from Palestine as well. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, that's great. Which city are you from, Sister Lina?
Jerusalem.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So, but you're living in Canada, right?
Yeah, eventually to go back the
Yeah,
next before the like the next year,
yeah. Inshallah.
26.
And what was your, so you said you had an idea. Would you like to share it briefly or?
Yeah, sure. For the with Dr. Muhammad when he mentioned about the Basma Amal initiatives.
Yeah,
I have a suggestions that Jamiat al-Najah and scholar there, Dr. Saida Afuna, she is in collaboration with other institution for trauma-informed education practice.
great.
I can connect Dr. Muhammad, send the email or and the contact her and let her know how they can collaborate with the Basma Amal initiatives.
Are they,
Bec
where are they based?
Najah University.
Oh, mashallah. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
And through the Arab Student Aid International, that's an NGO foundation for my late dad. It offers a grant and a scholarship with zero interest loan for students to continue their education, mainly for graduate studies, master's and PhD programs. We can collaborate as well with the psychology department at Al-Najah University for
MashaAllah.
student, for the master's and PhD student. They can probably have a kind of like evaluation program to serve with the Dr. Muhammad Institution or the Basma Amal. So that's going to be a practice and collaboration with their program to be as hours of practice or the
Mashallah.
practicum or somewhere like similar.
This is
We did
amazing.
similar to that project with the media at An-Najah University,
MashaAllah.
and they received some sort of discount and or scholarship from the Arab Student Aid Organization and towards their course fulfillment.
That's great. So, Sister Lina, we would love to work with you, inshallah. I mean, this is exactly our cup of tea, and it will be great to support Dr.
Yeah,
Muhammad's
I would
initiative.
try. I will try, but I don't promise the outcome and the effort to help out with the translation.
Inshallah,
Just
inshallah,
to
that will
see
be great.
how it will be my first experience, depending on
Inshallah.
the time and that I have available.
I added my WhatsApp number. Feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp as well.
Yes,
We'll write to each other, and I will connect you with
inshallah.
Sister Fatima in Toronto, and then we will connect with Dr. Muhammad. And I think to connect the university, we're also in touch with Dr. Sama and Dr. Zainab. You know them, Dr. Sama Jabbar?
Uh, in at An-Najah University?
No, she's
No.
a Palestinian psychiatrist. She recently wrote a book about Sumud. She's currently doing a tour in Canada. I think she's
Mm.
back from Canada now. But she's an amazing psychiatrist. We done if you go on ISIP's YouTube channel, we've done a couple of lectures with her online as well. She's
Dr.
amazing.
Sama? Okay.
Dr. Sama Jabbar. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Inshallah, inshallah, I will share her resources and I can even connect you, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister. Very honored to have you with us. All
Thank you
right,
very
I
much.
think I collected everybody's email address, so we will be in touch, inshallah. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for joining us today. And please forgive me for any shortcomings from my side. And from the behalf of ISIP and the Futuwwah Academy, we welcome you all to all of our international lectures. And feel free to support Dr. Muhammad by traveling, by engaging with resources. And this is one way of multiple ways where we can support the resistance of the Palestinian brothers and sisters, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free Palestine, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free the whole ummah, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to pray Taraweeh prayer at Masjid al-Aqsa in the future. And as Dr. Muhammad says, tourism is something they benefit from in Nablus. They want you to come and visit them. So let's continue to support them and visit them, inshallah. Without any further ado, I need to go. So I wish you all a great continuation of a day. And please forgive me for any shortcomings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.